Are you keeping your cat safe from household hazards? Are you sure they are safe indoors? It's easy to overlook common household hazards that pose a risk to our feline friends. Hidden dangers include poisonous plants and unsafe food that can seriously harm your cat. Keeping your cat safe means being aware of these threats and taking proactive steps to avoid them. For example, many human foods and houseplants are harmful to cats. And everyday items like loose electrical cords can turn into unexpected hazards. But there is more to be done. Every moment counts. Identifying and eliminating hazards can significantly improve their safety. Don't wait until the dreaded happens to take action. Protect your cat by being proactive. Their well-being depends on the steps you take. Stay tuned for essential tips on creating a safer space for your furry friend. 1. The truth about declawing. What you don't know could hurt them. Think twice before cutting your cat's nails to protect your furniture. Nail clipping is not just a simple trimming procedure. It's more like cutting your cat's fingertips at the last joint. This can lead to pain and behavioral problems, such as biting or litter box avoidance, as cats lose their primary defense. Instead, create a cat-friendly space with scratching posts to satisfy their natural instincts. To protect furniture, consider using soft nail covers as a safe alternative that won't interfere with your cat's claw movement. These covers can come in a variety of colors for added fun. By understanding your cat's needs and prioritizing their well-being, we can ensure they live happy and healthy lives, including their claws. Let's work together to keep our homes harmonious for everyone. 2. Silent killers, the overlooked danger of cat dental diseases. As we explore the world of our feline friends, we often encounter their delightful purrs and antics. But behind their smiles lurks dental disease that can cause serious health problems, from gingivitis to organ damage. This insidious enemy can travel from their mouth into the bloodstream and affect vital organs. Fortunately, maintaining your cat's dental health is easier than you might think. To support your cat's dental health, you can use dental treats that fight plaque and bad breath, or a water additive that promotes dental health. Brushing your cat's teeth with cat-specific toothbrushes and toothpaste, never use human toothpaste, can also make a big difference. Share your experiences and tips on cat dental care in the comments to join our community. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share your cat stories. Let's work together to ensure the health and happiness of our cats. 3. Toxic whiffs, the lurking threat of scented litters to your cat. Imagine entering a world where every scent is amplified. Our feline companions live in this reality, where what is merely pleasant to us becomes an all-encompassing cloud. Their sense of smell outmatches ours by a staggering 14 times. Artificial fragrances that we often use to freshen up their litter boxes transform into overwhelming, invisible barriers, dissuading them from approaching what should be a safe space. Potent scents can cause respiratory troubles in delicate creatures. Pine or lavender scents may be the culprits behind your cat's unease or health issues. The remedy is simple. Use unscented litter to create a more inviting and healthful environment for your feline friends. Frequent cleaning is essential for your cat's comfort and well-being. Aim for standard, simple sentence structure. The text should be accessible to a broad, general audience. The content of the improved text must be as close as possible to the source text. Share your experiences and solutions in the comments below. Remember, every like, comment, and subscription helps spread the word on caring for our beloved pets. Let's continue on our journey to make the world a better place for our feline friends. 4. The boredom epidemic. How lack of stimulation is harming your cat. Imagine a world where every day is the same. It can be pretty dull. This is how our pets feel when they are stuck in a routine. It's easy to assume that our cats are content with a quiet life, but they actually crave adventure and stimulation. Our feline friends can cause chaos without enough engagement. They may serenade us under our windows at midnight or redecorate our couches with their claws. However, the consequences of boredom extend far beyond a few sleepless nights and a less-than-perfect sofa. A lack of activity can lead our cats to gain weight, which can cause health issues such as diabetes and joint problems. A cat's mental well-being should not be overlooked. Without enough stimulation, a cat can spiral into a state of depression. An Ohio State University study highlights the importance of environmental enrichment to boost cat morale and minimize problem behaviors. Adding excitement to their daily lives is the secret to a happier and healthier cat. Turn your home into a feline wonderland with interactive toys, towering climbing trees, and engaging puzzle feeders. Engage in a fun chase with a laser pointer and reward your cat with a treat after playtime to ensure the game ends on a high note. Share unique ways to keep your cat entertained as you journey through the ups and downs of pet parenting. Share your experiences on this topic in the comments below. Sharing our stories strengthens our community and helps us increase our understanding and love for our whiskered friends. If you enjoyed our time together, please show your support by liking, commenting, or subscribing. Your participation not only warms my heart, but also helps spread the word about creating enriching lives for our beloved pets. Let's continue our adventure, one fun leap at a time. 5. The Great Debate: the hidden dangers of letting your cat outside. Indoor cats live long and fulfilling lives in the comfort of our homes, often reaching 15 to 20 years. In contrast, outdoor cats face a harsh reality, with lifespans dramatically shortened to 2 to 5 years due to numerous dangers such as traffic, animal fights, diseases like FELV and FIV, and even human cruelty. Keeping our cats indoors protects them from these perils and ensures a safer, longer life. Our decision reflects our love and commitment to our cat's well-being. Please share your stories below on how you make indoor life enriching for your cat. If this message resonates with you, please consider supporting us with a like, a comment, or a subscription. Together, we can create a safer and happier world for our feline friends. 6. Scented danger: common household aromas that can poison your cat. Using essential oils to scent our homes can be calming for us, but it can be harmful for our feline friends. Cats cannot metabolize these oils like humans, which can lead to serious health problems. These can range from nausea and liver damage to tremors and even coma. Oils such as tea tree, citrus, eucalyptus, peppermint, lavender, clove and cinnamon may smell pleasant to us, but they pose toxic threats to cats. It's important to keep our furry friends safe while enjoying aromatic environments. Do you have any tips for keeping your home smelling fresh that are safe for cats? Share them below. If you found this information useful, please show your support by liking, commenting, or subscribing. Let's make sure our homes are safe for all family members, including those with whiskers. 7. The dehydration dilemma: unveiling the critical water needs. Cats have a subtle thirst drive due to their desert origins, which can lead owners to overlook their need for fresh water. This oversight can cause dehydration and increase the risk of kidney and urinary tract diseases. Interestingly, cats prefer running water, as it reminds them of their instinctual search for clean sources in the wild. A cat fountain can encourage them to drink more by appealing to their natural preferences. Have you tried any tricks to keep your cat hydrated? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this tip helpful, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing to support our shared journey in pet care. Let's ensure our feline friends stay healthy and hydrated. It's important to note that some plants we love, such as lilies, poinsettias, and philodendrons, can cause serious health issues like kidney failure in cats. Always check if a plant is safe for cats before bringing it home. Ensuring the safety of our feline friends within the home involves vigilance and knowledge about the hidden dangers they face. From identifying common household hazards to understanding which plants and foods can be toxic to cats, it's our responsibility as cat owners to create a secure and nurturing environment. Preventing cat poisoning and accidents starts with us. By educating ourselves on what is safe and unsafe for our pets, we can take meaningful steps towards keeping them happy and healthy. Remember, a little precaution goes a long way in safeguarding our beloved cats from harm. Let's commit to making our homes a safe haven for them,